Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I'm out of touch. I'm sorry. I've been off for a little bit. I forgot how the intro goes. Let me start this over real quick. Me by God, Gene. Woo! Yes, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another edition, the newest edition of a show we call The Gridiron. Welcome to The Gridiron. It is the greatest fictitious college football show in the world, baby. In the world, Craig. I am your host, the Midnight Rider. This is what we do. We got a new season of college football 26. We got our guys playing. As we're talking right now, they're up to week 3. I'm going to give you a recap of week 0, week 1, and week 2 to bring you up to date, just so you know where the fellas are in the league and everything, where they're ranked in the top 25 and all that. Also, we got to welcome in because we just got 2. That's right, not 1, but 2 new coaches into the league. Damon Pearson and Coach Devon Powell. They jumped in. So first and foremost, let me introduce you to who's playing with what team to get you started. So that way you know when you see the names and you see the teams, you know what team belongs to who. And then we got a dude that made a comeback. He took some time off. He had to go. He literally got on the Sherpa, went to the top of Mount Everest, and found his college football EA Sports soul again and decided to come back. That's Coach Darnell. He's coaching Michigan again, so he's back. At Ohio State, we've got Coach Day. At Oregon, we've got Coach Jimmy. At Penn State, we got the Angry Giant. Texas, we got the Boss Man. South Carolina, we got Coach Devon. It looks like we got 2 guys once they get up and running. Of course, you got the Alabama kid. It looks like Xavier this year is using LSU. And, of course, the big guy, KG, will be using Notre Dame. But they're not using right now. They're still playing 25. But when they jump in, those are the teams that they expect to use and expect to play with. With all that being said, this is the Gridiron. It's college football 26. So let's kind of walk you through what's been happening, the goings-ons. As always in college football, you got to start with week 0. And in week 0, we had a couple of games. So week 0, and I want to double-check this to make sure my pictures are up to date with what I got on the screen, baby. So week 0, we have – shoot. I just got knocked off. Gotta love that, baby. One-man show and no. All right, yep. So week 0, we got FCS Northwest versus Oregon. Oregon, 56. FCS Northeast or Northwest, 0. Oregon total offense was 412 yards. They were 17 rushes for 124 yards, 2 TDs, 14 passes for 288 and 4 TDs in this ball game. Next up, we have Virginia Tech and South Carolina. So our first user, or our newest user, one of our newest users, hops in the fryer with grease. South Carolina loses to Virginia Tech 21-14. Next ball game on the ledger, Michigan. Don't call it a comeback, but Michigan's here. Michigan scores 34. They give up 10 points. Michigan total offense is 288. They got 220 on the ground with 3 TDs. I don't expect anything less. Looks like they got about 68 passing yards. So there they go with that. Next up on the ledger should be here we go. Got that one. The big daddy, the ball of them all. The Texas versus Ohio State. Again, new user. The new user is Ohio State, and that's Day playing against Texas, which is the boss man BJ. The boss man said, I'm not doing another reclamation project. I'm going to start out with a good squad and take them to the promised land. The boss man goes for 272 total yards. He gives you 105 on the ground, 167 through the air. On the other side, Coach Day gives you 248. He looks like he's balanced a little bit here. Actually, he was heavy in the passing game. 224 in the air, 39 on the ground. But, I mean, that's just starting off, man. And I know some of these guys got to get their feet wet. They got to get ready. You know, we play different here. We a real different league. But the good thing is you can see all the games live on YouTube. So if you play a game, YouTube, I know Coach Powell uses Twitch. I can't remember what day they uses. But if you want to keep in touch or keep abreast of the league, you go to YouTube, you subscribe to these guys, and they'll show you their games, man. I sit around all the time and watch Gridiron games in my spare time just to be caught up to date. And I don't know if I mentioned this, but this was our Penn State versus Nevada game. I just want to make sure I cover everybody and give everybody their love for their week 0 ball games. That ball game was 51-0. Penn State just dominated from the door out the door. Again, just another situation where our users, they real, man. If you jump in the league or you come in, just be ready to play, man, because we got teams. And if you want to play, reach out to me. Shoot me a direct message on Facebook. I am Ben Conti. You just hit me up with an instant direct message, and we'll add you to the league. We'll get you to the league if you want to get in. Because like I tell people all the time, if you want to come in the league, we want the smoke. We got the cigar and the lighter, so we ready. Next up, we go into week 1. And week 1 starts off with Oklahoma State and Oregon. And in this ball game, I mean, Oregon's going to Oregon. I mean, I don't know how to explain it to anybody, but if you were around last year, you know the Oregon Ducks puts up points. They're going to give you points no matter what. I think last year at one point they eclipsed 100 points last year at one stretch in the season. But Oregon wins this ball game 49-15. 431 yards of total offense, 166 yards on the ground with 2 TDs, 3 passing touchdowns, and 265 yards. So it looks like already Oregon's not messing around. And the last batch in 2025, I think Oregon came away with the most national titles. So if you want to look, if there was a FanDuel and you had betting lines, I think Oregon's one of the teams that you would bet on to win a championship in this series of play, because they get it done. They get it in. One of the best teams in the land, especially in this college football world, the fictitious world of college football that we play on the PlayStation. They're one of the top teams year in and year out. Texas plays San Jose State. This is the boss man again. The boss man doing boss man things. It's ironic that these are the first 2 teams I talk about in week 1, because the thing about these 2 squads, these are the 2 top offenses in the league to me from a balance standpoint. I think the run-heavy teams are on one side, and I'll break that down at the end of what I feel like team strengths are. The 2 people I got to learn is Coach Powell and Day. But I know the other guys in this league, so I'll give you a breakdown later on of how I feel these teams play or their play styles. And when you start watching the games, it'll start coming out to you. You'll start seeing like, oh, this is what he does, and this is how he plays, and then it's gonna make sense. That 1 and plus that 1 is gonna equal 2. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gotta do nothing fancy. So with that being said, let's go on to the next ball game. The next ball game is Michigan and Oklahoma. Michigan and Oklahoma, the score, that's Darnell's team again, 23-20. Looks like Darnell had to sweat one out. I guarantee he ran the ball a lot. And with that being said, 26 carries, 220 yards, 2 touchdowns. Looks like we got 55 yards passing. Yeah, Darnell's back, and Darnell's still doing Darnell things. Coach Darnell is one of the steadfast, true ground and pound teams in this league. And if you don't know it now, you'll find it out when you play them. And if you come into the league, just be ready for that smoke. because he's going to bring it every week. Again, I got the Angry Giants. Penn State, they defeat FIU 34-10. This is another one of those teams that if you ain't ready for somebody to run the ball at you all the time, then you in the wrong place. If you don't bring your big boy hat and your lunchbox, then you're going to get left on the curb, straight up. 263 total yards. Looks like got 156 yards rushing with 4 touchdowns. They threw in 107 passing yards. Penn State is actually ranked number 2 at that point in time. And we'll get to the top 25 later on in the graphics that we have for you today. The next up should be that's the wrong one. The next graphic up is boom. South Carolina and FCS Southeast. FCS Southeast scores 3 points. South Carolina scores 40. So Coach Devon got him a little redemption. Let's look at the stat line real quick. See if we can pull anything out. Coach got 154 yards on the ground, 3 touchdowns. Looks like he threw for 182. Coach told me pre-show, or actually pre-starting the league, he's a guy of balance. So I'm gonna take him for his word, and it looks like he showed his word here in the stat line. 150 on the ground, 182 through the air. Pretty balanced attack. 28 carries and 25 passes. That's damn near 50-50 when it comes to balance. So you can't be more balanced than Coach was this week, for sure. Definitely. And it's funny because when I talked to him and introduced Coach to the league, he was like, yeah, I'll do it. Of course, he knows BJ, but we were talking because Coach does a show Mondays on the Sideline Junkies Podcast Network. He does a great show called Pretenders or Contenders. He's got a co-host that's got a Midnight Rider. Don't worry about him, but he does a great show. We involve people from PG County. It's really a PG County showcase. And what we do is we try to interview coaches. This past week, on our show, we had the coach, on Coach's show. We had Bowie High School's flag football coach for the young ladies, Coach Williams. She did an excellent interview. It's in the Sideline Junkies Podcast Network on YouTube. You type in Contenders and Pretenders. You'll see that episode. We've also he's interviewed all the coaches in the area in PG County. Great show. One of the shows that just helps give us some light on the Sideline Junkies Podcast Network. And really, you know what? While we're talking about that, let me go ahead and shine some light and give flowers to the gentlemen at the Sideline Junkies Podcast Network, because they create a great lineup for you guys week in and week out. On Mondays, you have Drive Time with Maddie Ice, Showtime Sarah. Right now, Maddie's in Europe on assignment. So Showtime Sarah is the lead on the show. They normally get started around 5 o'clock. And then after that show is over, we lead right into Coach Powell, Pretenders or Contenders. That's at 7 p.m. That's your Monday, all right? Now, Tuesday, you get the guys, the Sideline Junkie fellas. It could be any combination of the group. It could be the Gentleman Jack. It could be KG. It could be the Midnight Rider. It could be the Bossman B. It could be the correspondent. That's your main 5. And they give you the Tuesday night flight. Normally, they're recapping the games from Sunday, taking you into the rest of the week, giving you a short highlight of what's going on. I know they do the college top 10 through the eyes of Gentleman Jack. This week coming up, we're debuting our top 5 quarterbacks. And if you see this list, the top 5 QBs, put it on an Etch-a-Sketch, because the next week, you can shake it up and we're going to start anew. So don't live in or think or write this down in magic marker that these are our top 5 quarterbacks, because we are going to go along and adjust as the season goes along. On Wednesdays, in the passenger seat, show led by the Gentleman Jack. He's got a backseat driver named the Midnight Rider. They interview people. The whole purpose of the show is to take you through the sports world, one interview at a time. On Thursdays, you get the Thursday night throwdown, and that again features the fellas from Tuesday. They give you a quick overview of what's coming up this weekend on college football or the following weekend in college football. They give you a preview of the Thursday night game, and if there's a topic that's buzzing around the sports world, they hit you with that. There's no shows on Friday, so you got a break. Saturday, now we back. You got the Gridiron at 11:30. You got the Saturday night WrestleManiacs at 8. But I think tonight, because of WrestlePalooza, we got a special time. They come on at 10. Right after WrestlePalooza, giving you a recap of all the events from the WWE's event. I'm not sure if they're going to include AEW, but I wouldn't doubt if they give you some highlights from AEW as well. And then tomorrow morning, you get to start your Sunday off right. Some people go to church. Some people do the Sunday rise at 11 a.m. You get your Sunday rise. You get the recap of college football. You get the preview of the 5 best games on the slate for Sunday, and we get you right for the week. It's a lot of jokes. It's a lot of fun. Again, it's the Sideline Junkies Podcast Network. I'm merely the Midnight Rider, but we try to entertain, bring you sports stuff, bring you news. And if you got an idea for a show, reach out to us, because we just about content. And that's all we want to do, is provide people with more information. And in that vein of providing people more information, let's go on to the next week on the slate here, scores and games. And let me make sure I'm up to date. Yep, week 2. It's the Central Michigan versus Michigan bowl game. Again, if I say it too much, I apologize. But Darnell's going to run the ball. And he's got 162 yards on the slate, 3 TDs through the run game. Looks like he got 2 passing TDs. I guarantee you that was probably at the goal line. Coach Darnell is one of those guys that, again, he preaches running the football. He's going to run the football. And we get tired of running the football, he's going to turn around and run the football some more. Next up, we should have Oregon and Northwestern. Again, this is the guy, Jimmy. If you want to talk about being the man, this might be the Ric Flair of the league, and that's not me blowing smoke. He's got at least 3 titles, maybe 4. I think the Angry John's got 2. I think KG got 1. But yeah, Jimmy's there. Jimmy's always going to be around. And with that being said, Jimmy put up 439 yards of offense. Again, juggernaut. 158 on the ground, 3 TDs, 281 through the air, 2 passing TDs. I think he was being nice because he only scored 35. Whenever I see Jimmy play teams that are lower level teams that he can dominate, I expect the score to be 60. Next up is Penn State versus FCS East. Again, this is the Angry Giants guy. 125 on the ground, 2 TDs, 105 through the air, 40-3. Looks like he's listed as number 2 in the nation at this point in time. Let's go to the next ball game. Is UTEP in Texas. This is the boss man again. Boss man goes 45-10 over UTEP. Rushing yards 156, passing yards 244, 4 touchdowns through the air as always, and then 2 through the ground. And I think I missed the score. Let me see. Nope, I didn't. We're good. Central Michigan. Oh, I did. Vanderbilt and South Carolina. Just in case I missed that, I'm just going to repeat it. I apologize if I missed it or if I didn't say it. South Carolina loses a heartbreaker 17-16. Looks like he goes for 105 on the ground, 125 through the air. So coaches gotten off to a little bit of a slow start. But hey, that's something that's going to happen in this league when you jump in. It takes a little time getting used to everything. But again, if you want to join one of the best leagues out there when it comes to college football 26, this is it. This is the best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be. And with that being said, let's give you a quick update on where people stand in the Heisman race right now. Looks like number 1 in the Heisman is Carson Hansen. He's not a user team. He's at Iowa State. Number 2 is Jeremiah Smith. He's at Ohio State. That's Coach Day-Day's team. Number 3 is John Mateer, Oklahoma. That's not a user team. Number 4 is Nicholas Singleton. He's at Penn State. That's a user-led team. And then number 5 on the watch is Malik Washington, quarterback from the University of Maryland. That's also a team that's not user-led anymore. If you were here last season, season 1, Boss Man took the Terps. Hey, talk about being a phoenix. He took them ashes and brought them up. Looks like I got a guest coming in. I'm gonna get to you real quick, Darnell. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna pull you up. Let me hit this top 25, and I'm gonna jump in with you. So right now in the top 25 user, I'm just gonna give you the teams that our users are using. Texas is number 1, 3-0. Penn State is number 2 at 3-0. Oregon 3-0 at number 6. Let's see, who else do we have? Michigan is number 14 at 2-1. And I'm missing one other. Oh, South Carolina is number 23 at 1-2. But with that being said, there's a man that took some time. He had to go to Mount Everest or somewhere to find his peace, his inner peace. Maybe, I don't know, maybe he had to watch Kung Fu Panda 2 and be like Pow and find his inner strength. But with all that being said and all the jokes being made, let me hop right to it. Let me pull. Why am I having technical difficulties right now? But we going to figure it out because it's week 1 of the season and there's no preseason. But hey, my man, Coach Darnell, the trash talkers, baby. What's up, boss?
What's up, man? How you doing?
I'm good, man. How you be, baby? How was that trip, man? Like,
oh man, I need it. I need it.
Yo, the best thing I heard, and I'm gonna tell you this: we
Go
always
ahead.
at the sideline junkies, we always believe in giving people their flowers. And when I heard your voice on the thing saying, "Man, I'm coming back," yo, it brought a smile to my face because y'all, when you, Jimmy, what's the guy that runs the Angry Giants, the Penn State guy? What's his name?
Rodney.
Rodney. I call him Angry Giants because that's all I see is that.
Yeah.
But yo, when y'all 3 and then you get the boss and KG on their side, it's just entertainment, baby. It's good times. It's to me the league is having fun is at its best. Let's talk real quick. What made you leave, and then what made you come back?
I think I was drained, man. I was drained. You know what I'm saying? I didn't played Madden since '94 when it came out. And I could use an example like with Brian and Jimmy. They took a break on Madden. You know what I'm saying? I never took a break. So I still had that competitiveness. And oh man, when you play in these certain leagues and stuff, it just changed you and shit. You know what I'm saying? So I had to walk away and stuff. You know what I'm saying? The video game and everything else. I was just being like I said, it just changed you and stuff. You know what I'm saying?
No, absolutely correct, man.
I
Because
can't.
you were
Go ahead.
angry. No, you good. You said you were angry and you were frustrated with it. And then when I listen to you now, I hear like an inner peace, like you're just comfortable right now. And that's the best part about it. It's back to being a game.
Yeah. And I came back because look, I missed it. I missed it. I think it was like 9 months. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I missed it. You know what I'm saying? Now, mind you, I did win a national title.
Okay.
I did win a national title, but I digressed, man, like crazy and stuff. You know what I'm saying? But it wasn't fun for me. And like Brian said, it's about being fun. Right now, man, I'm just playing. It's about fun, no distractions, no nothing. It's just about playing the game. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's all about.
No, and that's the beauty of it all, man.
Yeah.
And like I said, man, I know like the rivalries are natural. And that's the beauty of me doing it from this spot because I get to sit back and watch. I don't have that personal. I can just be a fan. You know what I'm saying? And that's the fun part of this. It's kind of why we do the show. Let me see something. I think I got some comments. You got to excuse me because I'm a little rusty.
No, hey, I get it.
Let's see. Coach Marcus Jackson said, "In the world, Craig." That's from the intro. Anthony said, "Who's using Miami?" Anthony, nobody's using Miami. So you like we always say, if you want the smoke, we got the cigar and the lighter. So just come on in. Just hit me on the side of on one of the shows, and I'll get you linked in. All you gotta do is shoot the fellas your user info, and we good to go. Coach Johnson said, "Damn, no invite, kind of crazy." Coach, I didn't. There's always an invite. There's an open invite. We are openly willing to accept people that want to get beat down by the people in this league. So it's no invites needed. You just gotta just come on and jump in. Teams available. I think the only 3 teams that you can't use, based on what I read from KG, is Notre Dame, LSU, and Alabama. But anybody else, it's fair game because that's who
that's the Kevin board.
They catch up and start using teams.
Yeah.
Matty Ice on a train to Berlin. Maybe your farthest watcher, bruh. I think you are the farthest watcher for sure, and I appreciate it as always. Let's see what we got here. Midnight. I know you guys do shows for college football and the NFL. Have you guys thought of doing a show for National Arena League football and Canadian Football League?
Wow.
So, actually, one of the other productions I was with before I came over, they did a lot of stuff with Canada. They used to go up, and they still do, to Toronto the first week. I don't know if they're still doing it, but they used to do that. Me in particular, my sports brain is maxed out. I mean, I cover a little bit of everything and everywhere, so I don't think I can do National Arena League and Canadian football. But Anthony, if you want to try it, and we can make a show out of it, I mean, we can get an audience, we can do it, man, for sure, bro. I think that covers everything. So what else is going on, man? Talk to me about your team. I mean, you came in, you gotta start with, you got Bryce Underwood as your
QB. Yeah, I got Bryce Underwood. I gotta fill him out and stuff. He got the freshman, man. But like I say, the big thing you pointed out, I'm a running guy.
Yes, sir.
But the guy got the junior, Hayes.
Yeah.
Lead the league. He's leading the league in rushing. I'm thinking after this advance, he should be on the Heisman watch.
So Haynes is the kid that transferred out of Alabama into Michigan. Okay.
Yes. So I got him leading the league rushes. The dude is nice. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna build the offense through him. I got another year. You know what I'm saying? I'm just filling out the season, see how it is and stuff. You know what I'm saying? And we just slowly won't work our way back to where we used to be at and stuff. But the offense will run through Hayes.
Okay.
It will run through Hayes.
And you got a nice little defense you run also. You got any defensive players that stand out?
I'm not really familiar with my defense just yet. You know what I'm saying? I'm still working out the kinks because I'm still a little rusty. But the Oklahoma game, I blew that myself being off sides. I'm just trying to get 9 months not playing the game. You know what I'm saying?
Mojo back.
Yeah, I the one, not my players, but me blew that game. And that was my fault. You know what I'm saying? So no, I think about time I play Ohio State at the end of the season, I should be where I want to be at.
That's gonna be an interesting ball game because you get the new user Day in that ball game.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I know him. We went to high school together, and I thought he's done in Georgia now, and his son, and I'm gonna give his son a shameless plug. He's committed next year to go to Western Kentucky to play DB. He's Day Pearson. I don't know if he's Day Junior or how that works out in the names, or if he's Day 3. But so I think next year we're gonna have Western Kentucky as a team and play in the league because I know he's going to use his team on 27. But that dude's he's a football guy, and I think he's where you are trying to find his footing in the league. He started out with BJ, and that's like if you start off with somebody, BJ's not really the guy you want to take your first shot with. And it's no offense to Day. It's just I know BJ and Jimmy are like, to me, they're the guys that like offensively, you got to be on point because they'll hit you with the ground game, they'll hit you with the passing game, everything.
Both played them. I've been playing those jokers for years. So yes, you don't want to start out with that instead with them and stuff, especially if you trying to work your way into the league and stuff. You know what I'm saying? That was just the Texas. You know what? Brian started with Maryland and turned them into a powerhouse, but now he's working with a powerhouse. And just imagine what he's gonna do with Texas now.
So think about it.
That's gonna be scary.
So KG still plays 25, and Maryland's ranked number 1 on 25 without BJ being in control anymore. So he left that team when he finished with college football 25. He took him from a 3-star to a 5-star, and the team's ranked number 1 right now. So that shows you his work.
Yeah, most definitely.
That's just crazy work. And then when I think of the running teams, I think of you, Rodney, and Dario.
Oh, Rodney. Okay, we got to talk about Angry Giant.
Come on, we can talk about him. Let's talk about him.
Yeah, we gonna talk. We gonna talk about Angry Giant because he called me out on. Yeah,
hold on. Let me see if I can find it. Hold on.
Yeah. Because you see, he ain't on here and stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Let me see what. Yeah, go ahead and get up on the show and run your mouth about your sorry ass squad.
There it is. Okay. There it is.
You're right. They is sorry. They is sorry and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because they got a sorry. But you know what? It ain't gonna be like that. It ain't gonna be like that. I'm gonna get.
Yeah. So you get it now. So I mean, that's the beauty of this. Is I love the natural rivalries, man. I love that you guys always talk trash.
I'm gonna put history on this because he played at Miami.
Right.
He went to Penn State.
Right.
He's still 0-2 in both schools he transferred from, and when he played me. So I'm definitely gonna play him next season. I hope. I'm thinking that Penn State play Michigan and stuff. I want that smoke and stuff. You know what I'm saying? But just want to put it known, he haven't beat me in NCAA football yet. So I mean, I'm just saying, and I've been gone now.
Right.
Yeah, I've been gone. I know it's gonna take me, like I said, it's gonna take me a couple of seasons. But I just want to say, Angry Giant, you haven't beaten me yet on NCAA football yet. Last year's game, well, we didn't get to, we got a new game, but last year you was 0-2. Now it's funny, he won a national championship. I left and stuff. He won a national championship.
So you saying he only won a national championship because you weren't here?
Yeah, it is. You know what, Jimmy? He got me back and stuff. But you know what? I rolled over Jimmy. When I won my national championship, I went 2-0 against Jimmy. You know what I'm saying? Before I got my national championship, he did smoke me the next time we played and stuff. I ain't gonna forget that and stuff. So I got. Now I know Day. He the new Ohio State guy. We'll figure it out when he playing. But
no, I want. I'm gonna tell you right now.
I
want to hear when y'all two play.
Say what now?
I want to hear when y'all two play because he.
We got streamed that.
Yeah, because y'all both trash talkers. I want that.
Snap! He a trash talker?
Yo, yeah.
Oh, sugar. Yeah. Okay, we gonna have a whole year.
No, I'm tell you right now. What? This is week 3. Give him a couple weeks to get comfortable with his team.
Okay.
And get used to everybody in the league. Yeah, the trash talk will come. He quiet now.
This is what I want to hear because before he played me, he got play Angry Giants. I think Penn State play Ohio State this season. That's the game I want to see. So I want to see how these two mesh together when they play. They just give me an insight to see what's going on.
So BJ says, tell him to talk his stuff in the chat. Then BJ, trust me, when that faucet starts running, it's gonna be there. He gonna talk it.
Well, you know, who said that? Jimmy said that.
No, that's Brian. Brian saying to hell with him getting comfortable. Let's just go ahead and talk trash.
Brian already smoked him, so Brian gonna talk his trash down.
hey, I'm just letting y'all know, man. I know the guy.
Yeah,
and he come from a certain place, and we talk our trash.
So, yeah, okay. Hey, it's gonna be a game. I'm just gonna say when Michigan, I think he might come to me this season.
Yeah, I think it's at Michigan this year.
Yeah, he got a game in front of him.
Yeah,
he got a game in front of him.
Man. But I know one thing. So Anthony, I don't know if Anthony is still watching, but Anthony, if you are, he says, I'm sorry, BJ said MRU next. Yeah, it's gonna give me like another month or two, and I should be on the sticks, and we're gonna have some fun. I gotta feel my way through it, but yeah.
You gonna be on the sticks?
I'm gonna get on.
Oh, shook
I'm gonna have some fun, man.
Okay, midnight.
I gotta find a squad because KG got Notre Dame. I gotta go out school hunting. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I understand that.
You know what? I gotta jump in the portal.
Yeah.
and figure it out. But hopefully in the next month I should be on with and just having some fun, man. But it looks like a good time. I'm not gonna hold you too much longer, bro.
Okay.
I appreciate you coming on and everything. Anthony, like I said before, Anthony, you said Miami. Like I tell everybody, I say it in the show all the time. These guys know it ad nauseum. If you want the smoke, we got the cigar and the lighter. So you can just come on through and we ready. Same thing for Coach Jackson. Again, if I gotta say it again, I'll say it again. If you want the smoke, we got the cigar and the lighter. Let's go. Anything you want to say before we get out of here? Because we're about to jump over.
No, nothing, man. Just everybody, good luck for the rest of the season, and let's do it.
And remember, guys, we got the chat. So if you want to talk your trash during the week, jump in the chat, throw your information in, throw your words in, has to have some fun. Make sure you stream your games because everybody watches the games. This is the Gridiron, and we're back for the start of College 26, the debut show. I've been off just like you, man. I took some time off. I had to purify myself in the Lake of Minnetonka and become a whole new person. So with that being said, I'm the Midnight Rider. That's Coach Darnell from Michigan. We don't do no overtime. Thank you for coming out. God bless and good night. And hopefully I can get us out.